All right, and I did that story because we've got varying precipitation chances every single day this week and into the weekend. Should have gone with a 100% chance today because everybody saw some pretty good rain thus far. 69 degrees right now here on the final Monday of July. Just amazing. Great Falls State Fair going on, also 69. We had a couple of storms come through before. That record 100 back in 2007 on this date. More locations in the 60s than the 80s, again, a little on the odd side. Severe thunderstorm watch, flood watch out there for Missoula, and you can see the thunderstorms now concentrated in central and north central Montana. Helena, we had storms earlier, a severe thunderstorm warning for Estelle, East Helena, north end of Canyon Ferry Lake. But look what's just off towards the west. We have more thunderstorms. That's what that orange box was there, and the orange box is behind my head. But again, right up around Great Divide, Elliston, north of there, Garrison Junction, some big thunderstorms, 3 big thunderstorms, and some of those will be drifting east up into Great Falls. Quiet now, but it was quite stormy just a few hours ago. Storms moving right over the downtown area. This is where we had some real intense, large thunderstorms producing some large hail. Look at that hail now down over the big Snowies. Rocky Mountain front clearing out. North central Montana though, Winifred up through Rocky Boy, Bear Paw Mountains. Watch out around Hayes, Landusky, eventually Malta and Glasgow. Those storms are heading your way in just a few hours. And there are more disturbances off towards the southwest that will rotate up into the state, continuing the thunderstorm activity. So the rest of this evening, the worst of the thunderstorms will be moving east of Lewistown, but still a chance around Great Falls and Helena, even Lewistown, for a severe thunderstorm producing large hail and damaging wind, heavy downpours. Just like last night, look at some of the thunderstorms continuing through the overnight hours. Now, most of the activity will diminish by the time we get to tomorrow morning, but then through the afternoon, we've got thunderstorms firing pretty much all over the place again. Isolated storms up north, more widespread thunderstorms central and southern Montana tomorrow afternoon. And then the same goes for Wednesday and for Thursday and for Friday. Thunderstorms stick around every single day here this week. Wednesday might be just a little drier, storms more on the isolated side. So probably pretty quiet the rest of this evening, Choteau and Conrad and Cup Bank, but up here around Chinook and certainly Hayes and Winifred, some stormy weather. Glasgow in just a few hours. Lewistown, boy, out there around Stanford and Moore and Hobson got hit just really, really hard recently. And still a few showers and thunderstorms around Helena, especially off towards the northwest. Tomorrow, more thunderstorms. Helena, Lewistown, down there around Bozeman, Butte America. Fairly dry with just isolated thunderstorms up across the northern part of the state, and not as high of a severe risk for tomorrow, more south central parts of Montana. But Wednesday, more green on the map and more cool temperatures. Highs in the 70s and the 80s into Thursday. Big thunderstorms in the western part of the state, very heavy rain, flash flooding potentially. We saw what happened in Havre last night. And then into Friday, still looking at scattered thunderstorms and continued cool temperatures relative to where we are normally for this time of year. But highs in the 80s all the way into August. Thunderstorms continuing into August. And for Great Falls, also looking at some pretty big thunderstorms over the next few days. Keep that in mind as you're heading to the State Fair.